Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of United Talks podcast. Today, we're going to bring you the news. Basically, everything is happening at the same time, and we're all kind of like, excited, some sort. But first, I'm going to start with, one of the news that is no news, no new news, but just basically just to update you and to tell you, my opinion about certain things. So, if you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe, and hit notification bell so you don't have to miss anything as it relates to Manchester United. For those who have, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting the notification bell. We are growing as a community and we're getting somewhere. So thank you kindly and God bless you. So first, the Europa League draw, basically. We had an opportunity to be tied with two teams, and obviously Europa League draw has been made in Neon, pairing Manchester United with Real Sociedad in the last 16 of the Europa League. I mean, in addition to the ties to be played between two legs on the 6th and the 13th of March, the entire path to the final in Bilbao is also now mapped out for all of the other teams remaining in the competition. The away leg takes place first in San Sebastian before La Real come to Old Trafford in the following week. Real Sociedad brush Midtjylland aside in the playoffs to reach this stage. Now, basically, speaking in the press conference, this is Ruben Amorim, his reaction to the draw. We're going to talk about this in pre-match press conference review. He he admitted that his immediate focus is on here and now, basically, rather than looking ahead to European journey. Obviously, that's what basically we want. The next game, not looking at the European journey. He says, I just want to win everything. He said, I just want to be really, really clear on that. I think we are in a difficult situation in the Premier League and we have a lot of issues to solve in every game. If you see our performances, if I focus on the games against Real Sociedad and thinking about trophies, it's not the right way to do my job in the moment. So I just focus in and I want to win against Everton. Historically, basically, United have faced Real Sociedad 6 times in competitive matches in our history. In the 2013-14 Champions League, Inigo Martinez's early own goal gave the Reds 3 group stage points at Old Trafford before a 0-0 draw in San Sebastian. Now, there have been 4 meetings in the Europa League, starting with a 4-0 win in Turin during the COVID period in 2021, where Bruno Fernandes scored twice, with Marcus Rashford and Dan James also finding the net. The match also marked Ahmad's first team debut. I mean, the Old Trafford return ended goalless with Mikel Oyarzabal missing a penalty and Azat Wanzebe seeing a goal chalked off by VAR. Now, in the following year, on the day Queen Elizabeth passed away, a debatable Bryce Mendes penalty secured, and that's the one where Licha Martinez raised his hand. I mean, trying to like defend or trying to duck away, and then the ball hits his hand, and it was given as a pen. And we saw so many of those kinds of ones in the in the Europa League, and that they were not given. So pretty much what it is. So it secured a penalty secured an away win for the La Real to be subdued to a subdued Old Trafford. Alejandro Garnacho then secured the only goal in the game in the return with his first senior goal, but then the Spanish side still topped the group as we required a victory by a 2-goal margin to overtake them. Now, if we are to progress past the club currently in 11th spot in La Liga, our next opponent will be FCSB or Lyon, and I pray it's FCSB. Or could even take Lyon. Well, let's focus on this one. This Real Sociedad one first. We faced the Bucharest side in our final match in the previous phase, winning 2-0 in the Romanian capital last month. In terms of potential semi-finals, the options will be Fenerbahce, Rangers, or Roma, or Athletic Club, as they are all in our half of the draw. The final at San Mames will be staged on the 21st of May, and the victors granted automatic qualification to 25-26 Champions League spot. Now, just to give you a bit of an update, in the Europa League round of 16 draw, Ajax play Frankfurt, AZ Alkmaar play Tottenham, Bodo Glimt play Olympiacos, FCSB play Lyon, Fenerbahce play Rangers, Real Sociedad play United, Roma play Athletic Club. That's a very tough clash. I probably would watch that one as well. Roma play Athletic Club, and then Victoria Pilsen in our group play in our round play against Lazio, who are top group table toppers. So it is what it is. That's kind of like a brief update on the Europa League draw. We're going to go straight into another positive with Manchester United. At least a day has, I mean, this past week, no day has gone by without any negative negative, what do you call it, news, be it talking about the ownership to Rafael Varane spilling the beans. If you haven't, please go watch that in the channel. To injury crisis, to the legends kind of what will I say? The legends turning on Ruben Amorim and all of that. But it's good to see some positive news. And with this one, Manchester United have been handed a triple injury boost ahead of the Everton clash. Now, Manchester United have received a significant boost ahead of their Premier League clash with Everton as Manuel Ugarte, Leny Yoro, and Christian Eriksen are back and set to return to the squad. Leny Yoro was ill, out with illness. Manuel Ugarte was, I think, a muscle injury or thigh injury or something, and then Christian Eriksen, same. The trio's availability comes as a welcome relief to manager Ruben Amorim, who was forced to fill a bench full of teenagers in last week's defeat to Tottenham Hotspur due to the late injury crisis. So now, with regards to the ease of injury, Manuel Ugarte is expected to replace Casemiro in the starting lineup, providing much needed energy and defensive stability in the midfield. His return is crucial, especially with the absence of Kobe Mainoo, Toby Collier, and Mason Mount still sidelined. Now, Manuel Ugarte, that space that that was evident in that game against Tottenham is now going to be covered by Manuel Ugarte's pace. But I believe that Ruben Amorim is not going to try to rush him back. So maybe let's see, he might get 50, 60 minutes in that game. But then another one I'm happy for is Leny Yoro. And I think I put him in that lineup. Let me see. I think I put him in the predicted lineup. Yeah, I put Leny Yoro in the predicted lineup for the game against Everton. So yeah, Leny Yoro's back. The young defenders return, bolsters United's backline, which is already missing key players like Lisandro Martinez, Johnny Evans, and Luke Shaw. Yoro's presence will add depth and quality to the defense that has struggled with injuries and inconsistencies. So, yeah. So basically, United's preparation for that Tottenham game was rocked with several injuries, leaving Amorim with limited options. Ugarte was among those ruled out, with Yoro and Eriksen's absence only confirmed when the team sheet was released. However, Amorim confirms on Friday that all three players are now fit and available for selection. For Christian Eriksen, Amorim clarified Eriksen's absence last week as due to a misunderstanding. Related to his heart condition. Oh, okay. To his heart condition. The Dane is now cleared and is now cleared to play, according to Amorim. He is healthy and capable of performing at a high level for years to come. Eriksen's creativity and experience will be vital in the midfield. I love Eriksen, but I mean, I love him for his creativity and his ability to, you know, create chances and control games and all of that. So, yeah, he's such a good player, but then his contract ends at the end of the season, so he has to be let go. I mean, he's from the old regime. Now, ongoing concerns or injury concerns. Despite the positive news, United's injury crisis is far from over. Key players remain sidelined, and it includes obviously Kobe Mainoo, Toby Collier, Mason Mount. The midfield is still stretched thin. Ugarte and Eriksen's returns provide some relief, but not solving the depth issue entirely. So I think with Ugarte and Eriksen coming back, it means Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte playing the mid. And then if we want to give Rasmus Højlund the rest, we can put Joshua Zexi up top, and then Eriksen and Garnacho play together. That also adds speed and pace and control as well. And then when We have Bruno Fernandes crossing. Eriksen comes and stops in the middle of the box at the first line of defense before we get to the paces of the wing backs like Dogo and Dalo to win the balls back when the balls are passed out and then create chances. So Eriksen is able to do things like that. So and then Lisandro Martinez, John Evans, and Luke Shaw, the defensive line continues to experience figures, leaving Amorim reliant on youngsters like Leny, Yoro, and others to step up, including Aiden Heaven. I can't wait to see him play. He's such a young lad. Probably he's going to get some minutes in this Everton game, I believe. Amad Diallo, the forward season-ending ankle injury, is a blow, as his pace and creativity could have been valuable in the final third. So these absences highlight the need for United to address the squad depth in the upcoming transfer windows, as injuries have severely hampered United's ability to compete. So basically, Manchester United injury situation is slowly improving. I mean, 3 players back is amazing of the 12. So we basically would have about 8 players out, but the squad remains stretched thin in key areas. The return of Ugarte, Yoro, and Eriksen, a welcome boost for Amorim, who is under pressure to deliver results and bridge the gap between training and match performances. The upcoming game against Everton is a pivotal moment for United's season, offering a chance to climb the table and build momentum. However, with ongoing injury concerns and lack of consistency, Amorim's task remains daunting. I mean, the Portuguese manager will need to find a way to maximize the available resources and turn United's season round. So let's be hopeful that Man United our season can turn around with these returns from injury. So thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thanks so much for watching to this point. We're going to go over to the next video after this for the pre-match press conference review, where we're going to just kind of break down the nitty-gritty and the details of the press conference ahead of the game against Everton. So thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and also follow us on social media at United Talks Pod. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye, and God bless.